Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam to all. Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto 10th chapter. So we were discussing about the deliverance of the twin Arjuna trees. So Sukadev Goswami is describing these beautiful pastimes to Parikshit Maharaj. Yesterday we have heard that this body, this body belongs to whom? Not this body belongs to the mother, nor the father, nor after the death we think the body belongs to the dogs or the wolves. Nobody knows after death what happens to you. So that's why it has been said. So who is the owner of this body? So like this we have heard yesterday. We may think that this body belongs to our father, mother, children, or if this body is forcefully taken away by the owner as a slave. So if you think that this body belongs to someone and for that you are keeping your body, you're taking care of your body by various other means and killing the innocent animals, then you are wrong. You cannot be called other than a rascal, because this body is perishable. Once you will die, all the natural elements will get merged in the air. So after death we don't know where we will go. Who will eat this? Who will enjoy this as a feast? We don't know. Like you don't know after your death your body can be thrown into the water or thrown into the forest. Once the consciousness is out, you don't know what is happening with your body. So we don't say what can happen with our body once we are dead. And for this pride, when we are alive, we are always saying that this body belongs to me, mine and me. We have this false pride when we are alive. So we are always running and taking care of this unperishable body. We are taking care of this perishable body which is going to So Maharaj here is explaining So Maharaj is here describing about that it has been told before that the foolish people take care of this perishable body nicely by killing the innocent animals. They have the false pride of being wealth or being a prestigious position in the society, but they don't know what will happen to their body after death. So these natural elements will automatically get merged after we will die, because our body has made up with these 5 kinds of natural elements. So when we will die, these 5 kinds of natural elements will get merged in their respective places. So not only for human beings but also animals, even a small firefly is all made of, their body is also made up of these 5 kinds of natural elements. So Maharaj is telling, when we were born, our soul, the super soul, went inside our heart with the soul from the head. So there is a hole in our head on the top which we cannot see, but from that hole Supreme Lord has entered into our heart with the soul. So the foolish people can't understand this philosophy, but those who are intelligent, those who have read Shastras, they know. So we don't know what place, what position we will get after our death, what will happen to our body. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written that after the death our body will be feast for the jackals, for the wolves, for the dogs and cats, and they will enjoy our body. They will have a feast. So now as we are taking care of this body so much, so nicely, but later this will be a feast for the animals. And if also you will be burnt into fire, it will turn into ashes. So there is no major difference. So we have to understand that we have got this body to serve Hari Bhajan, to serve Krishna, to do Hari Bhajan, but not to feel proud or not to feel proud. And that's why we are killing the innocent animals and eating their flesh. But we don't know that once we will, in our next life, we have to reap the fruits of these actions. In Shukla Yajurveda, it has been written that you should not kill the innocent animals. There is one kind of animal, and that small animal has 1,000 legs. You cannot see this kind of animals in the city, but in the interior villages. So that's why it has been written in the scriptures, in the Shukla Yajurveda, that you should not kill those animals, or you should not kill four-legged animals like dog, cats, goats, cows. Even you should not kill those animals, those who don't have legs, like fish, snake. And you should not also kill those animals who have 2 legs, like animals or birds. So this kind of animal killing is prohibited in the Shukla Yajurveda. So many regulations has been written in the Shukla Yajurveda about the killing of the different animals. Even the one who has 1 leg, even you should not kill that animal. In previous days there were dense forest, and you could see these different kinds of animals with the 1,000 legs, 100 legs, and very small kind of animals they are. So these kind of regulations have been written in the Shukla Yajurveda, that you should not kill any living beings. That whatever has been written in the Vedas, the prohibitions, we are not following that. And that's why all these inauspiciousness are coming to us. And that's why we have to face so much problem in life, because we are not following the regulations of the Veda. We are not following the regulations of the Vedas. So that's why we are committing sin by killing these innocent animals. Like that animal is supposed to live for another 20 years, and if you are killing before, then whatever he was supposed to his happiness, distress, whatever he was supposed to enjoy, or he has to reap, you have killed him before his time of death. So now you didn't give him the time to suffer or enjoy his happiness. So now, as you have killed him before his death, so now you have to take the pain, the happiness, everything of that animal. So whenever you are killing any innocent animal, you are taking all the activities of that animal for yourself, whether it's a happiness, whether it's a distress. So like this Sukdev Goswami is explaining to Parikshit Maharaj. Then Parikshit Maharaj is asking to Sukdev Goswami that what about the wealthy people? Even the wealthy people, those who have wealth, even they go to excursions in the forest for hunting. Just for their pleasure, they kill the innocent animals, because they cannot utilize their good wealth in good purpose. With the money, they engage their money in heinous activities like killing of this innocent animal. So the one who is doing such kind of sinful work, that person should be cursed with poverty stricken. So what will happen when the person will be cursed with poverty stricken? He will understand, because a poor man will understand the value of his money, and then he will not utilize his hard work money in some sinful activities. But a rich person will not be able to understand the way he is misutilizing his money in all kinds of bad activities. So a person, when he is too much wealthy and when he is proud about it, and when he is doing all the abominable activities, then he should be immediately cursed with poverty stricken. Then he will understand the value of it. So that's why Maharaja is telling that this Nala, Kuber and Manigriv, they were so much proud of their wealth and their beauty and prestige in the society that too it would have destroyed their life. But just to give them the service of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, and so that they can take darshan of Supreme Lord, Narad Muni cursed them for their good. So that's why we have to see in this way that the Vaishnavas or the Sadhu is showering mercy to these kind of sinful persons for their good only. Because if Narad Muni would have not been cursed them, they should have not understood that what abominable work they are doing. So that's why the sadhus are always merciful. The sadhus, whatever activities they are doing for our good, our welfare. But we don't understand that. So now here, when Narad Muni has cursed Manigriv and Nalakuver, that is for their good, because as they were so much maddened in false pride and wealth, that they lost the proper decency to show respect to sadhu. So that's why Narad Muni had to curse them, so that they could understand their position and so that they can recall themselves that what they have done. Because a person, when he is too much proud of his wealth and prestige, that you have to understand, then comes the cause of his destruction. If you will not have wealth, then there is no false prestige or comes to you. Even though a poor person, Maharaja is giving example, a person is poor. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written in his Kirtan, Ashesha Kamana Ridhi Maje Mor, like even though you are poor, but still you have so many dreams inside your heart, but you cannot fulfill it because you have no money. So the poor person understands the value of it, and the poor man will easily be convinced. So for the rich man, when he is doing all kinds of abominable activities, when he is so much proud of his wealth and prestige, then poverty-stricken is the best ointment for his disease. And you have to understand, this is the mercy of Supreme Lord. Because in this world, the person thinks that one who has money, he has everything. So the devotees, they see that this poverty-stricken should be given to someone when he is too much proud of his wealth and prestige, and that is the best medicine to cure. Even though when you are poor, you want to do many things, but you cannot do because of your economic condition. So the sadhus save the lives of the people like this. Those who are poor, who cannot earn much money, like the rich people, waste their money. But the poor people, those who wanted to
অনেক অর্থ সঞ্চয় করে আমি যে দারিদ্র ঘরে আমি দান ধনী লোকের যে আসল পাত্র সব আমি ব্যবহার করতে পারতাম না, এখানে এই ভগবানের নাম করে আমি গ্রহণ করি।
So now Maharaj is telling the condition of the current society is the poor people, when they see that they cannot fulfill their desires like the rich people are enjoying in the society, what they do, they take the dress of a sadhu, they pretend to be a sadhu, and then becoming a sadhu, they are enjoying. When he is a sadhu, he receives all kinds of donation from various people, respects, prestige, everything he gets, and that time he enjoys that, and inside he thinks that now when I was poor, I was unable to enjoy all the things which the wealthy people would do, but now as I have become a sadhu, people are giving me respect, people are giving me donations, and now I'm enjoying everything. So that's why there are so many fake sadhus in this world. People are just taking the dress of a sadhu to get false prestige and money in society. And the wealthy people, They are misutilizing their money in gambling, in women, and in other dirty works. But they don't think that they should utilize, if a person is wealthy, he should utilize his money in giving charity to those people who are poor, or should construct a hospital, or should construct a school, or should do service to the Vaishnavas, or should help construct in a temple. They don't use their money in good work. And the poor people take the form of dress of a sadhu to enjoy all this wealth and prestige what the rich people use. They take the dress of a sadhu and they enjoy all this like the rich people. So in Srimad Bhagavatam it has been written very nicely. So even though the poor people are also deceiving the people of this world, and so that's why the people of this world are losing faith in sadhus. And the main example is Ravana. What he did, he was a demon and he came in a form of a Brahmin, in a form of a sadhu, came and abducted Sita Devi. So he came in a dress of a sadhu. So they are deceiving the people. They are deceiving the people. To deceive the people of this world, they take the dress of a sadhu to enjoy the wealth and prestige of the rich people. So not only the rich people are doing abominable work, but also the poor people whose mentality is degraded, they are also doing such kind of sinful activities. So when a person is too much maddened in false prestige and wealth, when he will be given punishment by giving poverty stricken, only his eyes will open. Then he would think that if I would have been a rich person, I would have wasted my money. Now I am poor, I cannot waste, because he has to think before misutilizing his money. So that's why when a person is too much maddened in false prestige and wealth, he should be immediately punished with poverty stricken. I hope you all can understand. So when the sadhus see that, so here Narad Muni saw Nalakuver and Manugriv to give them the seed of devotion, Narad Muni had to curse them. Those who have left this wealth and false prestige behind, then that person has no enemy. Maharaja is giving example when a meat is lying, so that time 3-4 eagles come and try to snatch it from each other. And what happens when they go up on the sky with that meat, and still they fight on the sky that who is going to get the entire meat? Like this, if they keep on fighting, and if the meat will fall on the ground, then they will not again come and snatch it from one another, because when it will fall on the ground, someone else will take it. So it is also like that. So when we will have money, we will have so much thinking in our mind that what we will do. I am so rich, I can do this, I can do that. But when you will have no money, all those thinkings will not come inside your mind anymore, that what you will do. Then you think everyone to be, then you respect everyone, you give proper respect to everyone, you show etiquette to everyone. But when you have money, when you have money, you forget your common decency. You think yourself to be superior of all. So this is the reality of life. We have So Maharaj is giving example of, so the Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, he belongs from an aristocratic family, and what he did, he left everything behind and became a sadhu. For what? To serve the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. Because Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Maharaj, though he belonged from a very aristocratic family, from a wealthy family, he left everything. Because when he heard the writings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Jare Dekho, Tare Dekho, Krishna, Tahare Karo Krishna Upadesh, means Maharaj is telling that whoever you see, whoever you meet, you should tell that person about Krishna. I have heard personally from Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. He has said that I have left house and come here just to serve the lotus feet of my Gurudev, Vaishnavas and Bhagavan. He was highly qualified in education and also belonged from a very aristocratic family. Leaving everything, he has come and joined the mission of my Gurudev. And he was not at all puffed up by the false prestige or by the being his birth in an aristocratic family. He was so humble, he would always think himself to be the servant of his Guru, servant of the Lord. Not only Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Maharaj, but also my Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj. That one couple came to adopt him because he was so good looking, he was so tall. But that time, both the husband and the wife wanted to take him, wanted to adopt him. But when he heard such conversation was going among the husband and the wife, my Gurudev left that place immediately and went to Himalaya. It is very auspicious to take birth in the land of Bharat, because Bharat Varsha, the land of India, is considered to be one of the most pious, because all the pastimes of the Lord has been performed in this Bharat, in this land of India. All the Vedas, Upanishads, various scriptures has been written and have been manifested from this land. Even those who have written those scriptures, they have performed severe austerities, and they have shown in their life how they have performed their devotional life. They have performed that, and then as an example they have showed it to everyone. My Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Maharaj, they have extensively preached everywhere, leaving everything. They have left all the comforts behind and have preached extensively to give people the opportunity to serve the lotus feet of Guru, Vaishnavas and Bhagavan. This life is non-eternal. If you eat in the morning, you again will feel hungry in the evening. If you get cloth today, after 6 months you get another cloth. Need another cloth. But if you will living all this, if you think that Supreme Lord is your protector, caretaker, He will definitely take care of yourself. Your duty after getting this human birth is to serve His lotus feet. If you will constantly think about your well-being, your food, your hunger, your thirsty, your clothes, then when you will have the time to perform devotion, when you will have the time to chant Harinam, so that's why it is the major punishment of a puffed up person for his wealth and false prestige is to be stricken by poverty. Then his eyes will open and he can see the reality of life. Then he will understand that everything near ones who are near him are also like him. Then he will not have this false prestige that I am superior and everyone else is my servant. Like we have this enviousness,
এই প্রকার
Also, the animals, they have this enviousness. Even when we are calm, they are also calm. Until and unless you will torture someone, why that animal will come and attack you?
কিসের জন্য যে এই অর্থ আর আভিজাত্য গরি জন্ম দেবকুলি জন্ম
So those poor people who have this false pride of being wealthy or being beautiful or being taken birth in an aristocratic family,
থাকে না
and they think themselves to be something else.
বিশাল কুলে কুম্ভবা ধনিষ্ঠ একই কো অলক্ষায়
They think they are the most superior persons in the society. In Hitopadesh, it is written by Vishnu Sharma that the one who is beautiful, they are sitting in a throne of pride. When they are young, when they see old people near them, they don't consider those old people to be human being. And the one who has a pride of being a very knowledgeable person, he thinks that I am the most intelligent person, I am the most knowledgeable person, I am the most literate person, and everyone else is illiterate. And the one who is very wealthy, he thinks himself to be respectable in the society because he has wealth. He can buy anything with money. And this kind of mentality will take you down to hell. When you have false pride of beauty, wealth, and your knowledge. So these the people, those who have this kind of mentality, it will take you to the path of hell. So Mahaprabhu is himself teaching us how we can get rid of all this false pride and egos, which will only take us to the path of destruction. Raghunath Das Goswami, Maharaja showed us by the example of Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami was the only son of his father and belongs from a very rich family. So many servants were there in their house, and a beautiful girl was given to him for marriage, but he was not having any attachment to the wealth, to the beauty of the wife, nothing, or being birthed in the aristocratic family. So these are all we have to understand that these are the attachments of the material world, of the Maya, but he was not attached to any of this. So you have to control this and have to come out from this. And this can happen only by the grace of a sadhu. When one comes in contact with a bona fide sadhu, by the grace of a bona fide sadhu, one can slowly detach himself from this Maya and can come out. If a thorn gets pierced into your feet, you know how it pains when a thorn is pierced in your feet. The one who happens to whom, the person knows what's the pain. That time you cannot walk also, when a thorn is pierced in your feet. Then you have to go through so much pain. If I am standing in front of you and the thorn has pierced in your feet, and you can only understand the pain of it. Though I am standing in front of you, I don't understand the pain, but seeing your face, seeing your actions, I can understand that you are maybe suffering from some pain, but I cannot feel the pain.
ও কিছু বললো না, ভিতরে এসে ও তখন বলে হ্যাঁ মজা আমি
So the people who are good in nature, what they do, they try to help another person when the person is suffering from the pain. But the people who is envious to one other person, he thinks that why will I only suffer? Then he will try to also hurt the other person so that he also suffers at the same time with him. So this is the mentality of the people. He will think that why I will only suffer, and he will stand and see, let him also suffer. So that's why the sadhus, they see everyone as equal. They don't have this mentality. When they see someone else is in pain, they immediately go and rescue. They immediately go to the other person to rescue him from the pain. But the normal people, their mentality is different. They think that if I am suffering, then why he will not suffer? He will also have to suffer. So sadhus are very merciful. If we can understand what pain we suffer when a small thorn is piercing, when it is going inside our feet, then can we understand the pain the innocent animals have to suffer when we cut them and eat their meat? If you cut your hand, you see how much pain you suffer. So that's why you have to see everything. You have to put yourself in that position and have to see. When you are going to cut another innocent animal for his flesh, you immediately try to put yourself in that position. If you would have if someone else would have come and cut your hand, how would you feel? How much pain you have to suffer? That same pain that innocent animal is suffering. So always try to put yourself in that position. Then you will not have the mentality to cut the animal. So the sadhu's mentality is like this. The sadhus don't give sufferings to people. They always try to rescue others. So Maharaj is telling, one time Sanatana Goswami went to take bath in Yamuna, and that time what he saw, there was one scorpion was there, and the scorpion was like drowning in the water. So as Sanatana Goswami is a sadhu, out of mercy, he took the scorpion. He helped the scorpion to come out of the water, and he put him on the shore. And then one person saying that why. Then one person, when he saw, he said, "Oh sadhu, why are you doing? This is a dangerous insect. You are helping this insect out from the water, but when you will put it on the shore, this insect will attack you." Then Sanatana Goswami replied, the nature of this insect is to bite. So my nature is to help a person when he is suffering. So as his nature is to bite, he will do that, and my nature is to help others, I will do that. So that's why Maharaj is telling that even though the insect will bite Sanatana Goswami, but he didn't hesitate to rescue him from the danger. So sadhus are merciful like this. They don't hesitate. Even though the opposite person, after he will rescue the person, the opposite person will attack him or kill him, the sadhu doesn't see that. But it's the nature of the sadhus that whenever they see anyone in danger, they help that person. They immediately rescue that person. So sadhus are merciful like this. So that's why sadhus are called the superior of all. Their mercy has no bound. But of course, bona fide sadhus, not all sadhus. Even though Sanatana Goswami knows that that nature of the scorpion is to bite, but still he saved because he saw he was drowning inside the water. Because Sanatana Goswami's nature is to help others, to rescue others.
আর যারা কাছে ঢুকে নেয় তারা কষ্ট ভোগ করে নেয়, জানি না। সেই জন্যে সাধুরা আগেই ওই কন্তক যাতে বৃদ্ধ না হয় তাদের সাবধান করে দেয় এই প্রোগ্রাম। দেখো বাবা ওইদিকে আসবে না, সেরকম যারা সাধু লোক,
Those who are sadhus, they say
হরিভজন করো,
do Hari Bhajan.
কোনো প্রাণকে হিংসা করবে না।
You should not be envious to any living beings. Without enviousness, you should serve Sri Hari, so that they don't have to suffer in this material world. Because the sadhus rescue us, and that's why they warn us that without being envious to anyone, we should take shelter of Sri Hari and should do devotion. Because the sadhus don't want that we come into this material world and after that we suffer. When they are seeing that we are already suffering, the sadhus want us to be free from these sufferings. That's why the sadhus instruct us that we should, without enviousness, we should serve Sri Hari. But we don't listen to the sadhus. We like to suffer in this material world.
যে এখানে বলেন যারা নিরঙ্গ স্তম্ভ, গর্ব অহংকার রূপ স্তম্ভ, গর্ব দশমা, যাদের একেবারে অহংকারটা শেষ হয়ে গেছে,
the one who is completely destroyed with false ego and pride, or with so the person whose false pride has been destroyed, because before, when they were having this false pride inside them, they were inferior people. So when an inferior object comes in contact with a superior person, then automatically seeing the qualities or in association of the superior person, he will automatically leave the inferior things. So the person whose false pride of being beautiful or being wealthy or being knowledgeable has once been destroyed after coming in contact with a superior person, it will never come back if he will keep himself under the shelter of the superior person and follow his instructions.
কিন্তু ভালো ফুল যদি দিয়ে দেয়, আচ্ছা তুমি ওইটা খাও, এইটা খাও, তখন ভালো ফুলটা খাওয়ার জন্য কি হবে? তখন ওই আগের যা খারাপ নোংরা এরকম বলতে হবে না, ভালো দিলে সঙ্গে সঙ্গে একেবারে হ্যাঁ।
So when an inferior person comes in contact with a superior person, automatically in the association of that person, the inferior things goes away from his life. So Maharaj is giving example. Suppose a person, he was eating everyday sugar candy, and instead of that sugar candy, if you give him jaggery one day, he will think, oh my god, you have taken away my sugar candy and you are giving me this. So when he will start taking jaggery, that is more superior than sugar candy, he will automatically leave sugar candy and will start taking jaggery. So the one who has come in contact of a bona fide sadhu and has seen that whatever activities or the whatever things of this world we used to think as superior, then automatically we will start thinking that this material world is the external energy of Supreme Lord, and whatever activities is happening here is temporary. Then by the association of that person, we will think that the superior thing is Supreme Lord, His service. So what will happen when we will come in contact with such sadhus? Automatically, by association, the inferior things we will automatically leave the inferior things, and will slowly have the taste for the superior thing, that is Supreme Lord. Then we will understand the things of this world is temporary. This body is perishable. Then we will not be envious to anyone. So until and unless you will have the enviousness inside you, then others will also be envious towards you. The one whose enviousness has been destroyed, then automatically the opposite person will not be envious towards you. So it is written in Hitopadesh. Who can go to heaven? In Niti Shastra it is written by Vishnu Sharma, all these human beings are striving very hard to go to heaven. Until and unless the person who has enviousness inside their heart, they cannot go to heaven. But the ones whose enviousness has been destroyed, only those people will be eligible to go to heaven. If you think by your own self, if you think on your own that whether your enviousness towards others has been destroyed or not, when you're envious to someone, then comes the aggressive, angry towards other. One time, Maharaj is giving example. There was two sadhus have taken shelter under a tree in Haridwar. Then the third sadhu came and told that I can also stay here, and he sat under the tree with the other two sadhus. At the time of Kumbh Mela, when the third sadhu came and joined the other two sadhus, the second sadhu and the first sadhu said that why you have taken so much place? We have taken this much small place for sitting, and you have taken so much place. And only for few days we are here till Kumbh Mela is here, and you have taken so much space. How me and the other sadhu will stay here if you will take so much place? So like this, the second sadhu and the first sadhu telling to the third sadhu. So this is enviousness working inside. So immediately they start fighting, that why the third sadhu has taken so much place. So what happens when you're envious towards someone? Then ignorance, aggressive, fighting mentality, all the abominable thinking starts coming in your mind. But when you come in association of a pure sadhu, when you associate him, automatically this enviousness will get destroyed by his association. Then you will think that these things are temporary, and this will take you to the path of destruction. Then automatically you will leave this enviousness and will strive to achieve something superior, that is Supreme Lord. So that's why it is written in the Niti Shastra that those who are free from enviousness, they can only go to heaven. Then what will happen when this enviousness will go from the heart of the poor people, then they will not be envious to anyone. The poor people will not be envious towards the rich people, that why he is rich and I am poor. Because he will think that I cannot accumulate much money, I cannot provide for proper food to my family, then how can I be enviousness to other? How can I be envious to other? Then the poor person will think that it's the mercy of the Lord that he has not been given money, whether it's the mercy or it's a wish of Lord. Like this he will remember Supreme Lord. Because when the poor person, as he has no money, that's why he's taking the name of Lord, that by Lord's mercy he has no money, or by Lord's wish he has no money. Like this he will take the name of Lord. But a rich man, when he is wealthy, when he has prestige, where that time will he have time to take the name of Lord? No way. Then he will be busy in thinking how he can utilize his money. As he has so much wealth, so much prestige, what he will do? He has no time to think about Lord. So Maharaj is telling a poor person, when he is working from morning to night, that time at the end of the day he earns very little money, and whatever money he gets, with that he tries to give good food to the family. That time he will not even waste a single grain of rice, or a single grain he will waste. But a rich people, when you will offer so many food, he will just eat one spoon from every bowl, and after that will throw it in the dustbin. So Maharaj is saying the sadhus, what they do go in the dense forest, and without food and water they meditate on Supreme Lord. So the sadhus are doing it because they want to get darshan of Supreme Lord. Even though they are thirsty and also hungry, they control it and meditate on Supreme Lord for several months, several days. They don't eat, but they have controlled their senses. But poor people, when they will have no money, when they will not be able to eat, they will suffer. Even though when they will not get food, but still they have to stay without food. Then they cannot go anywhere and ask for food if they will have no money to buy food. If you will go to the shop and if you will ask for food, and after that if you will don't pay the money, will the shopkeeper leave you? Yes, you have eaten, but after eating, the shopkeeper can also beat you with the stick mercilessly. So this is the ultimate punishment for a wealthy person who is puffed up with his wealth and false prestige, that he should immediately be given the punishment of poverty, stricken. Then what happens when he will be stricken with poverty? Then all the false prestige, ego will automatically go away. Even the person, when he will have no wealth, then he cannot show false pride and cannot show ego. Because the wealthy person of this world, they preach to people, see, I have 10-story building, see, I have 2-story building. This is false pride. Who wants to know what they have? But this is the false pride. But when this 10-story building will be taken away from him, and he will be given poverty, and when he will be stricken with poverty, then will he be able to say that I have 10-story building? Never. So Maharaj is saying it is not very easy to be poor, because those who are poor, they know how difficult it is for them. So Krishna is telling to Arjun, those who only think about me other than anything, I take care of them. Krishna is telling this to Arjun, that those devotees who are only thinking of me, leaving everything, I take care of them, I provide them food, I provide them clothes, I provide them everything. I take the responsibility of those devotees. So in Gita, Krishna is telling this to Arjun. And also Supreme Lord is further telling that I carry those devotees on my head. One time there was a devotee called Arjun Mishra, and he was writing his commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. When he reached this particular shloka where Krishna is telling this to Arjun, then he is thinking, oh my God. When he reads this particular shloka, he's thinking, this is too much, this shloka is too much. There are servants of Supreme Lord, they will carry Supreme Lord on their head. Why Supreme Lord will carry those devotees on their head? This cannot happen, that the Supreme Lord will carry his devotees on his head. Like this he thought, Arjun Mishra. And then he underlined that with the red ink, he underlined that shloka, that this is not correct. Because he cannot accept the fact that Supreme Lord will carry those devotees on his head who only know Supreme Lord and nothing else. And Supreme Lord only takes care of them. He cannot accept this. So now he is a poor Brahmin. So what happens after finishing his morning activities? He went out on the road for begging. Because Supreme Lord can do possible things impossible and impossible things possible. So one day he went out to beg to the village. What happened? It was already afternoon, and wherever he is going to, every house they are rejecting him to give palms. So then at the end of the day, he is thinking that today I didn't get even single thing as a donation. So now I will not be able to offer anything to Narayan, nor I will be able to eat myself, nor I can give anything to my family today. Like this the devotee was thinking. So there was a child, very beautiful boy, and two beautiful boys were carrying a basket full of vegetables, grains, rice and everything. And now the wife of that Brahman was in the house, and then both that beautiful boy came to the house of that Brahman and called out the name of the Brahman's wife. And when the Brahman's wife came out, she saw so beautiful two boys. One was having and the wife of the Brahman was surprised to see that such beautiful boys carrying such heavy baskets on their head. And out of mercy, she immediately came out and took the baskets and asked those two boys. The Brahman's wife asked those two boys that who has given you such heavy baskets on their head? They're so bad. You are so beautiful, so small and young boy, and who has given such heavy basket on your head? Then the boys replied that your husband is a Brahmin and he only gave this to us. Then the wife said, what, my husband? He is always preaching to everyone, do good to others, writing scriptures, and he has given such heavy, and he asked you to carry such heavy baskets on your head. And there was, as they were only wearing dhoti, so there was red marks on their chest. So then the wife asked, what mark is that? Then the boys replied that your husband has beaten us with the stick when we were playing on the road. And the Brahmana said, what? My husband shows so good and so nice to everyone, and now he is doing such kind of sinful work outside. First he has asked you to carry such heavy baskets on your head, and now he has beaten you with the stick. I don't understand what's wrong with him. Is he has gone mad? Like this the Brahman's wife is thinking, and she fell unconscious on the ground because she can never think that her husband can do such work. Seeing the marks on the chest of both the boys, the wife fell and lost consciousness. And that was Krishna Balaram, who came in the guise of small boys. So after 2-3 hours, when she gained consciousness and she started to cry by patting on his head that, oh my God, my husband is so good, I would know, and now he is going outside and beating these innocent boys, asking them to carry such heavy baskets. This is so he's so arrogant. So now after a few hours, the Brahman came back home. And the Brahman, whatever bag he would carry every day, the wife would first go and take it. So now, when the Brahman came home inside, the wife didn't come to take the bag from him. Then when the wife did not come to take the bag from his hand, he thought that the wife is also angry with him. Then the Brahman went forward towards her and asked that, what happened? Why you are not talking to me today? Why you didn't come to take my bag today? Are you angry on me? Then the wife of the Brahman replied that, what work you have done? You should be ashamed of your work, that you have beaten 2 innocent boys with the stick, and there were marks on the chest, red marks. You have become so merciless, and you have also asked them to carry such heavy baskets on their heads. They are such young boys. How can they carry such heavy baskets on their heads? You are so merciless. You should be ashamed of your work. You call yourself to be Brahman, you preach to others to do good activities, and now you are doing such sinful activities with the small young boys, innocent boys. You are instructing others to good work, you are giving good knowledge to others, and this is your work. 2 boys were playing on the road, you asked them to carry heavy baskets, and after that when they denied, you were beating them with the stick. And then the Brahman started thinking what is happening, as he cannot recollect what she is talking about. Then she remembered that she underlined, she crossed the words of Supreme Lord which was written in Gita, where Krishna is telling that I carry my devotees who are constantly thinking about me. So when this devotee understood that this is Supreme Lord's, he thought immediately that I crossed the words of Supreme Lord, and I have become. So then he understood that as these words are spoken by Supreme Lord, so he didn't understood the value of that work. He thought it to be not real, and that's why he crossed the words of Supreme Lord. And then he recollected what he has done, and then he sat on the ground, sat on the ground and started patting on his head that what I have done. I have not understood the glories of Supreme Lord. Like this, he started to chastise himself. So nothing is impossible for Supreme Lord. So here Supreme Lord proved him that whatever words are spoken by him is not false. Though we try to understand his words to be false, but what he is saying, it's not false. Vancha Kalpataru. So Maharaj is stopping here. So if anyone, I hope you have understood today's Harikatha. If you have not understood any portion of today's Harikatha, you can write here in the comment panel and we will get back to you with the proper answer from Maharaj. So now Maharaj is telling that now we are discussing the topic where it is saying about how a person is puffed up with false prestige and wealth. So we are discussing that what happens and okay, Hare Krishna. So anyone has not understood any portion of Harikatha can write here in the comment panel, Hare Krishna. Because Maharaj every day at the end of the Katha asks me whether the devotees who are listening, whether they have understood his Katha or not. So it would be nice if you write back, then I can answer back to Maharaj that whether people have understood or not. Hare Krishna.
উদ্বেগে দিবস না যায় ফল হইল যুগসম ভসার বেগ প্রায় অশ্রু বসে দুনয়ন গোবিন্দ বিরহে শূন্য হইল ত্রিভুবন সুশানরে পড়ে যেন না যায় জীবন গাইতে গাইতে দৈত্যাবিন্দোপদেশাৎ অবিশ্রিত যমুনাতীরকল্পাকুঞ্জম কৃষ্ণং বৈষ্ণৈ সবায়াময় বিহিত গুণিকলালোকন সিদ্ধমাত্রা যত্নাদানীয় সংসারিতম অদৌদিভৃতম প্রাপ্তকুঞ্জং স্মরামি। শ্রীমতী রাধিকা কৃষ্ণপক্ষিয়া ও শুক্লপক্ষিয়া নিশাদ উপযুক্ত যথাক্রমে কৃষ্ণবর্ণ ও শুক্লবর্ণ বস্ত্রবিরচিত বেশ ধারণপূর্বক সখীগণের সহিত মিলিত হইয়া ক্রমশে বৃন্দারূপদেশে শ্রুতির সহিত যমুনা তীরবর্তী কল্পবৃক্ষ সমৃদ্ধ কুঞ্জ মধ্যে অভিসার করিলেন। পক্ষান্তরে শ্রীকৃষ্ণ গোপগণের সহিত সভা মধ্যে গুণীদিগের কৌশল অবলোকন পূর্বক স্নেহময়ী জননী শ্রী যশোদা কর্তৃক সভ্য হইতে আনন্দ হইয়া শয্যায় শায়িত হন। অতঃপর শ্রীকৃষ্ণ গুপ্তভাবে সংকেতকুঞ্জে গমন করিলেন এবং শ্রী রাধা ও শ্রীকৃষ্ণকে আমি স্মরণ করি।
রাধা যমুনা বকুলা
মধ্যরাত্র হইতে 3:30 প্রহর রাত্র পর্যন্ত আশিষ আপাদরতাম বিনুস্তু মাম দর্শনাং ব্রহ্মহোতাং করতুয়া যথা তথা বিদুধাতু লম্পতু মত প্রাণনাথস্তু স এব নাপরহ। এই পাদরতা দাসীকে কৃষ্ণ আলিঙ্গন পূর্বক পেষণ করুন অথবা দর্শন দ্বারা মন হতেই করুন। তিনি লম্পট পুরুষ আমার প্রতি যেরূপে বিধান করুন না কেন, তিনি অপর কেহ নন, আমার প্রাণনাথ।
কৃষ্ণ
Jai
যাবৎ কৌলব্ধ সঙ্গ বহু পরিচরণের বৃন্দয়া রাজ্যমান প্রেস্তারে বীর বসন্ত বিপিন বিহরণের গান রাসা দিলাস্য নানা লীলা নিতান্ত প্রণয় সহস্রী বৃন্দ সংসেত মান রাধা কৃষ্ণ নিশায়াম কুসুম শয়নে প্রাপ্ত চিত্র স্মরামি নিশাকালে যাহারা পরস্পর মিলনের জন্য উৎসুক পরে লব্ধ সংগঠাত মিলিত অতঃপর শ্রেষ্ঠ সখী গণসহ বৃন্দাবতী বহু পরিচর্যার দ্বারা আরোগ্যমান তৎপরে ওই সকল শ্রেষ্ঠ সখী সহ বনবিহার গান রাসাদি নৃত্য দ্বারা নানা লীলায় অত্যন্ত ক্লান্ত হইয়া প্রণয়ী সহস্রী বৃন্দ দ্বারা সংসেদমান সর্বশেষে উত্তম কুসুম শয্যায় নিদ্রাগ্রস্ত আমি সেই শ্রী শ্রী রাধা কৃষ্ণকে স্মরণ করি।
বৃন্দাবন